Hey friends, it's Boone Thompson with Boone Safaris. I've been covering several different topics as it relates to going on safari and some information sharing with you to hopefully make that experience better. And today I just want to talk about using your iPhone as your camera when you're on safari. Believe it or not, most of my guests on safari do use their iPhone, and that's the only camera that they bring, and they get really good pictures. There are some limitations with the iPhone, so I want to kind of cover, kind of what you can expect if you are using your iPhone, and some do's and don'ts. So let's get started. So I've got the iPhone 13. It's got a great camera in it. One of the things that you need to understand is I use a very expensive telephoto lens. When an animal's far away, I can zoom in and get really good detail. With this iPhone, you cannot do that. Don't expect to be able to do that. What you want to do with the iPhone is to be able to capture the whole scene, including the animal, but it won't be a close-up of the animal if they're a long ways away, so don't expect that. And one of the mistakes I see people make quite often is they get the animal in their screen, and then they start using their little fingers, and they start zooming in to get a tighter shot of the animal. Don't do that. That's not helping you at all. What you're doing is you're losing pixels, and it would be no different from taking that picture as it was and then cropping it really tight later. You're just going to lose a lot of quality. So I wouldn't, don't ever use your fingers to zoom in. That's not helping you at all. My camera has like it does have a zoom lens, so that's like the 3 that I press, and that's as close as I can get. But it's such beautiful landscapes, and this phone does great with landscapes. So think about using it more as to capture the landscapes than as a telephoto type lens, and you'll be good. But the other thing with this phone, I see people making a lot of mistakes, is they're always trying to shoot. For some reason, they just have it in their mind they have to shoot like this in portrait mode with their cell phone. And when you're doing an individual person, that makes sense. But if you're doing a group of people, or if you're doing landscapes and animals, you pretty much always want to turn it in a landscape mode to take that picture. So another thing people don't realize is you can use your volume buttons to actually click the shutter. So you don't have to, that allows you to do it with one hand, so you don't have to sit there and try to press the phone with your finger. You can just use the volume button, and that'll snap the shot for you. So those are a couple of tips. But a few more I would say is always, if you are taking a picture of, say there's a lion or another animal closer to the vehicle, try to get your camera as low as you can. Anytime that you shoot down at an animal, it's not going to be as effective as if you're eye level or lower than eye level. So you can, take your camera, instead of standing up and pointing it down from the top of the vehicle, reach out the window and get your camera as low as you can, and get it at eye level if possible. And if they're really close, maybe try to use portrait, or that portrait mode, which really makes a nice effect with the background. So that's just a couple of tips about using your iPhone, but don't think you can't get really good shots when you use your iPhone on safari. Thanks.